You know, we're coming off a night where the Lakers won their 4th game in 5, which I just want to point out quickly because the Laker fans, I've seen the timeline right now, and the Laker fans are very excited. I would like to have this discussion very, very quickly before we dive into the All-Stars. The Lakers have won 4 of their last 5 games, but let's look at the games.
Yes, please. Thank you, Mo.
They beat the Houston Rockets, the 10-28 Houston Rockets.
Okay,
They then played the Memphis Grizzlies, the 25-40 Memphis Grizzlies, and lost. Okay. And since then, they've won 3 in a row. The 14-22 Portland Trailblazers, the 17-20 Minnesota Timberwolves, and the 16-23 Sacramento Kings. So all I'm saying is, don't get too much dip on your chip. 3-game win streak, 4 wins in 5. I mean, I get that you're excited. Russell Westbrook finally had a game with 0 turnovers, but first of all, I don't like this whole turnover thing. It's only natural that you're going to have 1 or 2 in a game. You know what I'm saying? It takes a very special player to not turn the ball over. I think only Chris Paul has had games with 10 or more assists and 0 turnovers. He's had 43 of them throughout his career. I think even Steph Curry's only had 12 of them. So I'm like this whole emphasis of blaming Russell Westbrook. We've been through this before. But Laker Nation, I'm sure you guys are enjoying beating up on some lottery-bound teams in the Western Conference. Enjoy that because according to the stats people, the Lakers have the 2nd hardest schedule remaining. I believe they got to face the Golden State Warriors 2 or 3 times. They got to face the Phoenix Suns a couple times. They got to face a lot of good teams because there is still a lot of basketball remaining to be played. BJ, what you make of this Lakers hot streak?
I'm just going to be very careful what I say because I keep talking about the Lakers. It's like if I sit out on my front lawn long enough, the circus comes back to town.
Of course.
You know, the Lakers are the Lakers, and I get it. You know, it's LA.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to be patient and say the following. When I have something to say about the Lakers, I'm going to discuss the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, there are teams that are playing better than them. We should be giving those teams love. We should be talking about those teams. And yes, the Lakers have won their last 3 games. Yes, the Lakers have beaten teams that we all thought they should beat. It's not the fact that they won those games. All of these games are like tight. They could have easily have lost this game tonight. They could have easily have lost tonight.
To the Kings, the Kangs.
They could have easily have lost these games, you know? So, all right, they've won. LeBron has had, 5 or 6 or 7, probably. I think, no, I just saw it. He just
9
had like
consecutive. 9 consecutive games with over 25 points. He's looking tired, though. Okay. He's looking tired. Yes. Last night,
that's a lot of energy.
Looking tired. On those weak side rotations, you can see him. He's tired. But last time, we also saw, 2 of your favorite young players, Evan Mobley, Ja Morant. I think everyone's favorite young players right now. Going head to head.
I was glued to the television.
So someone texted me and they said to me, how many future All-Stars are we seeing in this game right now? And I said to them, I don't know, but we're seeing 2 future MVPs. I'm calling that one right now.
Jared Allen could be an All-Star. How about Darius Garland?
Yeah. Desmond Bain in a few years. Jaren Jackson Jr. in a few years. These young guys are good.
And Ja Morant, I mean, what a game. And give the Memphis Grizzlies credit for having a big win in Brooklyn and then bouncing back and having another big win in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
That speaks about maturity of the team, not having a letdown.
And
I get why teams play well in Brooklyn against James Harden, Kevin Durant. But you know what? It's very easy to have a letdown in Cleveland. And they bounced back, took care of business, and got a nice win tonight.
Memphis Grizzlies are on pace to win over 50 games. And the 3 best players are under 23 years old. Also, speaking of the strength of schedule, with the Lakers having the most difficult one, the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Memphis Grizzlies have the 2 easiest remaining schedules if you go by opponent win percentage, which means even though the Cavs currently sit in 6th place in the Eastern Conference, you can see them finishing top 4. The Memphis Grizzlies currently sit 4th place. You can see them finishing 3rd. So young teams Very exciting. But what's more exciting than that right now is we're going to get into the Western Conference All-Stars.